This is what you call a showstopper. I have to say, in all of my tastings, and I've tasted a lot, these are my best ever 2 dishes, ever.
Derby-based project manager Mustan started cooking at uni with the help of phone tutorials from his mum.
Whilst at university, I missed home cooking food a lot. So that sort of dawns on you really quickly that how am I going to get mum's chapatis or dal? So you sort of got to try and give it a go yourself.
Mustan has his version of a tandoori lamb chop. He's marinated the lamb first in yogurt and spices. That'll make it tender. And then he's got his modern bits around the outside. Sweet potato salad with tamarind, a lovely coriander chili sauce, pistachio nuts underneath as a crumb. And I have to tell you, I'm very excited.
To do a tandoori, don't we need a tandoor oven?
Yeah, I mean, this is a twist on that, as if you're doing it in a barbecue. So I've seared them, so I get those griddle lines, get that sort of hint of charredness to it underneath that marinade. And it's got tandoori spice in it. So the garam masala that I'm using today is my mother-in-law's homemade garam masala. Can't be beaten. Tried to replicate it, cannot be beaten. So it's that sort of stuff, really, that I just try and bring it all together, not lose that tradition.
Project manager Mustan has served tandoori lamb with pistachio crumb, sweet potatoes topped with gram noodles, accompanied by tamarind balsamic and mint chili puree.
The spicing around the lamb starts off as being fairly subtle, and then comes a little bit of chili heat. Then you get played around with a bit of sour sharpness from the tamarind on the side, a refreshing mint coriander dip, which turns quite fiery, and then this sweet potato. So got sour, sharp, sweet, spicy, smoky. I think that's ace.
You've got a lovely mix of great flavours on here. I've got spices dancing on my tongue right now, and I'm really happy.
I felt that went well. I desperately want that MasterChef apron. For me, it would mean everything. Just to get that sort of adulation from the judges would just be immense.
Dr. Alex specialises in adventure medicine and develops training courses in jungle and polar environments.
I normally cook for my 2 daughters. They are probably my biggest fans. Food is about family time, it's about love, and it's about really just spending time with people and enjoying what you're cooking.
Dr. Alex, what are you making?
One of the first dishes I taught my daughters to cook was spaghetti carbonara. And then I went on a holiday with Rach, my partner, and did some truffle pasta, which we learned to make. So I've combined the 2.
Fabulous.
My youngest daughter has overtaken me in the pasta cooking now.
John's going to be really impressed. Not with the cooking, but you pronounce pasta nearly as badly as he does.
Oh, I get that taken out of me all the time. Not impressed.
Alex has made his own pasta, and he's going to flavour it with truffles, an egg yolk, which is confit in a water bath for 15 minutes at 63 degrees, and then little shards of bacon. My concern right now for Alex, I hope there's enough going on.
For his signature dish, Dr. Alex has made tagliatelle with parmesan, cream and truffle butter, with crispy pancetta, a confit egg yolk, truffle oil and fresh truffle.
It smells of truffle, that's for sure.
Certainly does.
You've made nice pasta. You've cooked it properly. It's still got a bit of give. I love the salty cheese and the salty bit of the bacon and the rich egg yolk acting as a sauce. For me, a little too much truffle. You know you've got a lot of truffle when it's disguising the flavour of bacon.
Yeah.
That's quite amazing. That's how much truffle's in there. But, you know, technically, some nice things.
I think the judges' comments were very fair, actually. I mean, certainly when I smelt my dish, I could smell the truffle coming up at me, and I thought I've probably overdone that.
Cooking in an hour and 15 minutes, I mean, I've got sweaty palms just thinking about it. Oh my God, look at the size of these. These are massive. I've practiced and practiced. I've had some success and some absolute disasters. So I'm hoping today isn't the latter.
What are you going to make that's going to impress us and the guests?
Scallops with a butternut squash puree, parma ham, some crispy sage, and pine nuts. And then I'm doing some sea bass with a clam risotto.
Ooh, why such a fishy menu?
My dad is a beige man, as in he eats beige food. He's not a fish man. So Mum, bless her, she will never cook fish. So if we were ever to go out, we always have fish and fish.
How would your mum feel about these 2 courses?
Oh, she'd love this. I mean, this is like heaven to her. Heaven on a plate, literally.
If you cook it right.
Yeah.
And if it goes wrong, what will she say to you?
She'd still eat it.
Claire's dishes, they're quite classic. Everything depends on the cookery of her fish, the sea bass and the scallops.
A risotto made with clams? Great. Parsley oil to finish off? Fantastic. There's nothing complicated about it. However, the stress in the MasterChef kitchen can be these contestants' undoing.
You got 7 minutes, Claire. You OK?
Yep.
Claire's starter, pan-fried scallops with butternut squash puree, crispy parma ham, crispy sage and pine nuts. Now that sounds really, really delicious.
The scallops are really caramelised, but still soft and yielding inside.
Ooh, nice scallops.
Puree to be strained quickly.
Yeah. Cool as a cucumber.
You've got a minute left, Claire. You're doing well.
OK.
Lots of crispy elements as well. I look forward to it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Well done.
Oof.
Well done.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, Claire.
How are you doing? Today I've cooked for you pan-seared scallops with some butternut squash puree, parma ham, and some sage and pine nuts.
Thank you so much. That smells amazing.
Yeah.
My mouth is watering.
It's a really attractive plate of food.
My scallop is cooked to perfection. It's perfect on the inside, lovely and caramelised. I'm really impressed with the puree. It's so creamy, so buttery. It's a dish that makes you want to eat more, and I'm going to eat more.
I'm really impressed by that level of refinement so early on.
Seasoning, perfect. Texture's perfect. I don't want it to end.
Really nicely cooked scallops. I really like the crispy bit of sage and the crispy ham giving saltiness. I think that's a quality dish.
I really like it.
OK, Claire, you got 15 minutes, yeah? How's your risotto? Is it going to be ready in 15?
Yeah.
OK, good.
I love the sound of the clam risotto, but risotto's really hard to get right, making sure it's al dente and making sure the sea bass is crispy but not overcooked.
I will be happier when this is all plated.
Risotto cooked?
Yes.
Smells very good.
You've got a minute, so you're doing very well. Very, very well.
Parsley oil sounds wonderful. It's really strong as well, especially with something like sea bass, which I think can need a bit of a kick up the backside.
Nice.
Yeah, really lovely.
Hey.
OK, let's go.
Well done. Well done. Good-looking plates.
Oh, hello. I've cooked for you pan-seared sea bass with a clam risotto, parsley oil, and some coriander.
Can't wait to eat it.
You're out of the woods.
Oh, cheesy peeps. Joe, I was OK. It was just the time went like zoop. And it was just the timing. It just... Suddenly, I was like, you have 15 minutes. I was like, 15 minutes. Yeah.
Wow, doesn't that just look amazing? Yeah. And smells incredible.
I mean, this is pushing to restaurant quality at this stage. Can I just say, wow. I mean, this is phenomenal. The fish is beautifully cooked. The clams are meaty and juicy. There's still that little bit of a bite in the rice.
This is what you call a showstopper. I have to say, in all of my tastings, and I've tasted a lot, these are my best ever 2 dishes, ever.
Good on you, Claire girl.
That's a nice dish. It tastes every bit as good as it looks, and it looks like a pretty picture.
I think it's a great-looking dish. I think it's well presented and it's well flavoured. Nothing wrong with that at all.
HR consultant Katie is a self-confessed bookworm and prides herself on never cooking the same dish twice.
I've pretty much cooked a new thing like every day for the last 5 years or so. There's always something new that I've read about and I really want to cook.
Katie, what are you making for us?
So I'm doing a lamb loin with the charred grilled carrots, miso aubergine puree and a grilled Lebanese flatbread.
Right.
And just some za'atar on the flatbreads.
What's za'atar?
It's just like a Middle Eastern spice mix one. It just makes the flatbread a lot more tasty.
It all sounds very North African,
Yeah.
apart from the miso.
Yeah, I just think miso is a good ingredient to use wherever, really. It tastes amazing. It makes things taste good. So I don't see any harm in using it, you know, in other cuisines.
That lamb can go dry very, very fast indeed. So there's no fat on that loin at all. She's got just za'atar. That works beautifully with lamb. Making a flatbread demonstrates skill. The miso seems to be an added addition just for flavour. It all seems to me to make great sense.
HR consultant Katie has made lamb loin with miso and aubergine puree, carrot top and hazelnut pesto, charred grilled carrots, and a Lebanese flatbread flavoured with za'atar, a Middle Eastern spice mix.
That lamb is cooked perfectly. Your pesto is really zingy with garlic and citrus. Your aubergine puree with the miso is delightful. Really quite smoky, really slippery, beautiful. Your food tastes fantastic.
Your bread's delicious, the za'atar across the top brings the whole thing together, and the hazelnuts are inspired. I think this is brilliant.
It went actually better than I thought it would, so I feel it did go well. I'm happy overall.
20 minutes left.
32-year-old Natasha works in fashion and loves to experiment with unusual flavour pairings and techniques.
I'd like to say I'm quite daring as a cook. Hopefully I haven't had too many disasters in the kitchen thus far, but sometimes I need to write down what I actually do because I forget.
What are you making, Natasha?
Chicken and Nduja Supreme with Cavolo Nero pasta and a tomato sauce.
How do you get the Cavolo Nero into the pasta?
So blanch the Cavolo Nero first, then add it to the eggs, so it should get a vibrant green colour.
Where did you learn this coloured pasta?
Did a few trips to Italy and I really loved fresh pasta. So basically I got loads of books, self-taught, got a pasta machine and kind of went with it, really.
There's a lot going on that plate. Cavolo Nero, pasta, capers, tomatoes, anchovies, ricotta cheese, spreadable salami, bits of chicken. It could be delicious, but it also could be too much.
Garment technologist Natasha has served a chicken supreme stuffed with Nduja and ricotta, Cavolo Nero pasta with a spiced tomato sauce, roasted tomatoes, baby courgettes, and tempura anchovies.
Your chicken is really nicely cooked. And I love the creamy ricotta, and I love the heat of that salami, that Nduja. You've got a rich, rich tomato sauce. Your dish doesn't look great, but it tastes great.
Thank you.
You've smacked that all over with lots of spice, sweet tomatoes, sharp. So don't you dare eat that. That's for me. No, that's it. Just that bit.
All right.
Don't eat that bit.
All right.
But my favourite are these little salty numbers. This little anchovy inside the tempura is inspired. Your presentation is awful.
Sorry.
But I like your cooking, Natasha.
Thank you. I knew that it wasn't how I wanted to present the dish, and I'm kicking myself for it, but they seem to kind of see past that a little bit. So yeah, pleasantly surprised.